Hi guys, Daniel here. You should probably know that by now if you're watching this, but I feel like I always want to introduce myself just in case this is the first video you've ever seen, so welcome. It's October the 12th, 2016. I'm just going to put my date at the start of the videos from now on so I can track these. So it's Wednesday. Usually I like to shoot on Monday, but it was Thanksgiving this Monday in Canada, so I didn't have time to do it then. So anyways, sometimes you get like those little brain moments where you're just off track. So just an update. So I set my goal to hit 75 followers, which was really aggressive the previous week. I actually ended up hitting 78 by Monday. So that's cool. I was only at 70 on Sunday. I actually picked up 8 followers on Monday. So Monday was a huge day for me. But I hit the goal. So that's really cool. Like, we hit our aggressive goal, and now this week I'm going to shoot for 100, which is like amazing to think that, like, well, you know, 2 months ago, not even 2 months ago, like maybe 7 weeks, we didn't have anybody. Like, we were at nothing, and now we're at the point where we're shooting for 100 people who are like actively following me and following the channel. So that's like really cool. So I mean, like, if you persevere and work at it, like, stuff does happen. But I really want to talk about perseverance, because this was like the hardest week I've had streaming. Like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, I got like no followers at all. Actually, not even like no followers. I had like nobody watching for like the start of the week. And I was actually super depressed. I'm not gonna lie, like, it was really rough. I was like, wow, I just felt like nobody wanted to watch what I was putting out anymore. Just, you know, people weren't interested. I know it's like only 3 days, so it sounds so silly looking back at it over the week, but I'm just like being real with you guys where I was during the week. Like, I just felt like, I felt like total crap, to be 100% honest. Like, I just like, I was spending hours and hours streaming, and like, just people were not coming in. I had like one guy who was in there, and he was, you know, encouraging me and stuff like that. But I just, like, it was really down. Like, I was telling my wife, I'm like, I just like feel like I just suck at life. Like, I was just in a really bad place for like most of the week, and like, I don't know. I just like want to express that. But then at the end of the week, so like Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, I just killed it. Like, I was doing like 5-6 followers a day for each of my streams. And so I managed to actually like really ramp up. And then by Monday I did a killer day and just cleared my goal, and it just like came out of nowhere. So the funny thing is that, like, on Wednesday when I was feeling like uber depressed, and I was just like, I don't even know, like, should I just like stop? I wasn't like actually planning on stopping, but I was just like in that really negative headspace, you know, when you just like have really bad self-talk. And I actually went back and watched one of these videos that I did. I think it was like my 4th video, where I was talking about like discipline and perseverance. And I actually ended up encouraging myself that I'm like, you know what, you reap what you sow, and I'm sowing quality and I'm sowing hard work, and it's not going to come back as something that, you know, isn't that, right? And so I just like persevered. I went through, like, and then I kept going, even though I really wanted to stop, because I was just like, I felt like I was just talking to nobody. I'm like, well, you know. And then like Friday, Saturday, just like huge days, tons of engagement. People were all over the place, having a blast. Hannah came in for a lot of the weekend. We played Don't Starve together, or like Don't Starve with her. The game, there is actually a game called Don't Starve Together, so just to clarify, we're playing the single player version. And we were just having like so much fun. People were just coming in, they were having fun too. So it was really good. So I grew the most I've grown in that last week, but it was actually the hardest emotionally to get through. So I guess I just say that to say, you know, sometimes this is tough. And that's not to say it's not great. I feel so blessed and so awesome to be doing this. Like, it just feels fantastic. But just to also keep in mind that it's sometimes it's really difficult, and sometimes you need to just like push through. So that's that. But on to bigger and better things. I mean, like, shooting for 100 this week is just, for me, that's just like a big milestone. Like, to go from nobody to 100 in a couple months, like, I don't know, like, for me that's just like super reinforcing. Like, I get it, most of you probably have like 4 or 5 times that on your Facebook friends, but for me, like, I feel like the growth is starting to happen faster. Like, I'm putting on, 2 or 3 people a day, like on average, opposed to like 1.5 or 1 a day. And I'm just starting to see that ramp up, and it hasn't slowed down yet. So I'm going to keep pushing through. I've looked at my analytics, and I've noticed that like Tuesday is super bad. It's been like a whole month, and like I put nobody on Tuesday. So I'm debating what I want to be doing with my Tuesday nights. I don't know if I should just keep going like I'm going right now, because I do get a lot of my regulars in on Tuesday. So maybe I should just like be present and then just use the weekends more for growth, and maybe adjust my expectations a little bit. Like, so I don't end up in these places where I'm just getting super depressed and whatever. Maybe I'll just accept that like Tuesday is just like, a standard, you just run your game day, and maybe don't use it for growth. Or I start doing other things. Like yesterday, I actually co-streamed with Evertech, and we were getting a pretty big following. I think he only has like 38 followers right now. And we had about a dozen something people in there. Most of them were like our shared viewers, but I think they really appreciate having kind of like that shared aspect. And so we were actually getting quite a few people in there together. When I'm streaming, I'm only hitting around, somewhere in the 7 to 10 range is kind of like when I'm like kind of going, where my followers are saying. So I haven't like hit 20 followers, even though I'm at 78 now. Like I've never had that many in there. So the kind of the 1 to 10 ratio, or 1.5 to 10 ratio, seems to be holding pretty solid. That like for every like 10 followers, I'm kind of getting like 1 or 1.5 viewers in my stream at any given time, to that. So I'm just gonna like kind of pulling that math out there. I feel like I was looking online, and like they say to kind of make like a good living, you need consistently between about 1,000 and 3,000 followers watching you at any given time. So that means if I like extrapolate that number, I need about 10,000 followers is I think the number that I need to be shooting for in order to try and make this work. So 100 only puts us at 1%, and we're not even at 100 yet. So I'm not even like at 1% of where I need to go, but the growth is going to ramp up, because it has been, and I believe it will continue. And I think it's a snowball, right? So I think it'll take me a lot shorter period of a time to make like my second 100 than I ever will to make my first 100, and so forth and so on. So I don't know how long that's going to take, but I guess that's kind of the number we need to shoot for in order to kind of like maybe look at this as being a bit more serious. That being said, I'm not going to really count money for the time being. I think it's just like it's very random right now. Like last week I didn't have any donations at all. But I was fine with it. Like, I'm not really worried about it. If I get $10 here or there, it's not gonna like change the world for me at this time. Like later, yeah, it's gonna be a big deal if I don't end up ever making money, but I don't think that's gonna be the case. I feel like if I have 10,000 people in a stream, that, someone's gonna wanna support me at some point. I feel that anyways. I could be wrong, but I just, the evidence doesn't suggest that to me. So I'm not gonna like make that a goal in my week, is to get a donation goal right now, because I feel like I don't have much control over that, and I feel like it's not really where I should be focusing anyways. So my goals are going to be right now on followers. That being said, I have like some stuff that I want to get going here. So now I feel like my Twitch is actually in a very good spot. I feel like I have like most of the technical stuff down now. Like I got Nightbot going. I have like all my artwork up. I know how to like host people, unhost people. I have like some plugins going. Like I have most of like my technical questions answered. And so I feel like now might be a good time to start doing like a how-to video, and just like, or a how-to series, and just like start learning how to do some videos. I'm going to start working on my other social media a little bit and get that kind of in line. I feel like I've got a little bit of a handle on Twitch now, to where I feel comfortable enough to start branching out. I have like some really baseline, like, the Facebook group, and like a really bare bones YouTube channel where I put videos up really late all the time. So I need to get on that. So I've incorporated my sister Hannah into streaming with me in the past 2 weeks, and it's been really successful. My fan base seems to really like it. She's getting a lot of people who are really interested in what she's doing. So I'm going to take her on full time, I think. I think she seems like she's okay with that. I'm actually going to bring her on as like a social media coordinator. And so I'm going to like give her the Twitch channel, give her the YouTube channel, give her the Facebook channel to actually like manage. I'm still going to be producing the content and like checking it out and responding and stuff like that. But like working full time and doing this, I don't really have time. to like do like a lot of the nitty gritty stuff that needs to get done, like write descriptions, be writing tags, making like page artwork and stuff like that. I'm just like not in the place right now where I have like the time to do that, and she has the skills and abilities, and I think it's like good for her. And you know, as the channel grows, my intention is hopefully that I can like pay her an actual living wage at some point. But I mean, that's probably at least 2 years off, I imagine. But she just turned 16. Actually, her birthday was yesterday, so she just turned 16. So like in 2 years time, if she has like an awesome career doing video game stuff by 18, I think that's fantastic. So that's kind of like my plan and my goal. I also think I want to do get the website actually up and just get a simple like blog going that documents my month to month. I don't think I can commit more than like one monthly kind of post right now, but I think I could get a simple page up where it just says my followers, the donations, and like post the relevant videos for that month. So like all of the 4 videos that I shoot in October or whatever would go on there. I think that'd be kind of cool, and it would kind of help to document things as I go, and I'll make it better as I go. But those are the things that are rattling through my brain. I just really want to get a video off. I need to get back to work. But just that being said, guys, we're growing. Things are awesome. I appreciate all of you guys. I appreciate you guys who watch these videos. I would love a comment if you know, I don't think I have any comments on my YouTube channels yet. So like if you left a comment or something just saying, you know, hey, I'm watching, or, you know, it's just really encouraging for me, especially now that we're going to start growing these channels a bit more. I'd love to see it. So anyways, I love and appreciate you guys, and thanks for joining the Bearded Army, and take care. Okay, guys? Have a good one.